Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for part 2 of the Road to Top 10 in ORAS OU. Now, I want to thank you guys for the support on the last episode. You guys killed it with the likes, the comments, sharing it, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. It motivates me to keep doing this and lets me know that you guys enjoy it as well. So today we're going to be using a team that Blaze Latias actually passed me a long time ago. With the captain of the Bronze Beartics, of course, we have Manaphy, and then we have Big Bird as well, and Tornadus. A pretty fun team. I played 2 or 3 test games with it just to figure out, or just to see how it does, and also just to get back points that I lost due to decay. So we're gonna look for a game, and we have found him right away. This guy gets dunked on by Scizor. I'm offensive Scizor, so if I get up rocks, I pretty much kill everything. Also, Tornadus just puts in so much work versus his team. I'm actually gonna lead off with Tornadus, as leads off with Rotom. Tornadus had HPIs for Landorus, Heat Wave for Scizor, as well as Skarmory, even Hurricane for Altaria does so much. So I can U-turn him out of there, right out into my Clefable. I expect him to Volt Switch turn 1, not go for Will-O-Wisp, but if he does go for Will-O-Wisp, that's completely fine. That U-turn damage is actually crucial for +2 Bug Bite, knocking it out because I am Jolly. So I'll be able to go out to Clefable as he goes for... Come on. I'll fire off one of my own then. Go. I was gonna go for rocks. But you know, now that he Thunder Waved me, we gotta get very aggressive right here. Yeah, useless. Useless Heat Ran. Completely useless. Get up our rocks. Useless. Actually, with rocks, that Manaphy puts in work too, especially if I can get an early Scald Burn on his Rotom. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna get my rocks right here, and then I'm gonna hard switch directly into Manaphy. Go right for the Scald. I'm assuming he would go for Toxic. If I was a regular Manaphy with Tail Glow, Ice Beam, I just won. But he goes out to Altaria, as I get paralyzed right there, unfortunately. I don't think he should try and DD up right now, because I am a Fairy type. I also have Thunder Wave, so I'm actually going to go for my rocks, expecting him to go back, as he does. And I guess he was trying not to let my Manaphy come in, or something like that, or trying to get off the early Mega. But I can go out to Manaphy right now, as he's going to get paralyzed. Unfortunate for him. I'm going to fire off a Scald, because if I get the burn on Rotom, I basically go for Tail Glow later, and I beat it with +3 Psychic. Even just the damage, that did so much damage actually. +3 will probably knock him out. So, goes out to Rotom. What I can do is go out into my Latios, because I have HP Fire for Scizor, as well as for Skarmory, and if he goes out into either of those, I will try and burn it. By burn it, I mean kill it. But he goes out to Altaria, and what I can do is... Interesting play that he went out directly into Altaria. I do have Clefable, I also do have Scizor. I don't know if he's special or not. I think I actually want to go out to Tyranitar, because if he is special, then he'd probably go for Fire Blast right here, to be honest, not Dragon Dance. Yep, he does go for Fire Blast, so we're able to bring out our T-Tar on the Fire Blast, and we can just start firing off some Stone Edges. We are Scarf. We can actually take our Hyper Voice as well, because of the sand. So that's why I made that play right there. T-Tar was also the most useless, or the most expendable. Unfortunately, it can't hit Stone Edge to save its life, as he also gets a crit with the Hyper Voice, so that's able to knock us out. But I can now go out to Scizor. It's okay. I knew what was happening when I put Stone Edge on the Mon, or when I saw Stone Edge on the Mon. But I can go out to Scizor and just BP right away as he goes out to Skarmory. I don't mind that. Actually, the fact that I paralyzed Heat Ran is perfect for me, because now his Heat Ran can pretty much lose to this. So, should I try an SD up right now? Nah, Manaphy is the best play by far. Manaphy is by far the best play, as he goes for Whirlwind. Phases me out into my Clefable. However, I'm going to go right back out into Manaphy. I do have the Tail Glow, and that will probably let me knock him out. Actually, I'm going to go for Scald. I don't have a reason to go for Tail Glow right here. If he stays in with Skarmory, I have the chance to burn him / do like 70, 60, probably like 65%. If he goes back out on the Rotom, I still have that chance to paralyze him, to burn him. That's what I meant right there with the Scald, as I'm going to go right back out into my Latios. I expect him to Pain Split right there, which is why I went Latios. And what I can do right now is actually fire off a Psy Shock. If he chooses to stay in and go for Thunder Wave, that's fine. If he chooses to Volt Switch, that's fine as well. Because he will go down to... He basically can't Pain Split up or come in on anything right now. He's going to go down to everything. So I'll just go for the HP Fire, just in case he goes out into Scizor, as I get paralyzed, so it doesn't matter, I guess. What I can do though is just go for HP Fire. I do expect him to Basically, he's in range of Scald, so I never have to set up now. So I'm okay with sacking my Latios because the only member on the team that Latios beat was the Rotom, which it is able to beat because of the fact that he is going to go down to the next attack, basically. I don't know what else I was saying there, but we're going to go for Scald, as Scald will be able to take out Rotom. He also doesn't have a Scald switch in. I mean, that's the beauty of Scald. You can't switch into this move at all. If he decides to go out into Altaria, and I get the burn, I can Tail Glow up on the Roost, and then proceed to win with Manaphy. The only thing that I'm really scared of right now is Scarf Lanners, which I'm pretty positive he is, which is why I want to keep my Manaphy healthy, but at the same time, just because Manaphy is so... Shut up, chair. Just because Manaphy is so bulky in itself, it will be able to take any hit regardless. So I'm not sure what he's thinking about right now. He's probably thinking about, I'm going to click T-Wave. I know the feel sometimes, okay? That's how I felt versus Heat. I love how I completely rendered his Heatran useless. Like, completely useless. It's regular Scizor, and Altaria is going to come out. Clefable can definitely take one hit as he goes for Roost. Alright, so what I am going to do is, do I want to double back? No, that's way too bad. I'm actually just going to go for Rocks. But doubling back is not the good play right now. Not at this point. So Landers is going to come out, and what I can do is go out into my Tornadus because I am Life Orb. If he wants to go for SD, like if he wants to go for SD right now, that's fine. If he wants to go for U-turn, that's completely fine as well. He goes for Rock Polish. Ooh, this is not good. We'll go for HPI still if he tries, and SD's up to complete the sweep because HPI will be able to knock him out. Because he is offensive. Stone Edge, he does try to SD up to complete the sweep. He doesn't expect us to have HP Ice. He expected us, excuse me, to be the standard Assault Vest variant, which it's fine. I mean, I don't typically like to run HP Ice on my Tornadus anyway, but right there, obviously came into play as Altaria is going to come out, and I'm just going to try and fire off a Hurricane as we do land, and that does a hell of a lot. We also live a Hyper Voice, I'm pretty positive, as what I can do now is just go right for the HP Ice and take him out. I'm pretty sure he's going Heatran, but Heatran just gives me the opportunity to set up with my Manaphy and 100% win the game. So we're able to knock out the Altaria right there as... do I go Scizor? Because I'm pretty sure he's going to go out to his own Scizor, otherwise Manaphy wins. I should have no reason not to go Manaphy right here. What am I even thinking about? Yeah, like Scizor comes in, even if it's banded, I just go for 2 Scalds, and 2 Scalds knock him out easily. And we also have that chance to burn. And last month Scizor also wins the game, especially because his Heatran is paralyzed. We are Jolly SD Scizor, so we should be able to outspeed Heatran anyway, unless he's running max speed. But regardless, this is the best play. Going for Scald. It's a solid 2 KO on Scizor easily. If he's Spadef Scizor, then he does even less to us with U-turn. If he's banded, it's going to do a little bit of damage, but it's going to do about 50%, maybe 43 to 50 something percent to my Manaphy. Let me see. Do I have any HP investment? No, I do not. Not at all. Actually, I could Tail Glow up right now if I wanted to. Yeah, why not? Let's go for game. Yeah, we're going for game. So he goes for U-turn, and he gets the crit. That's why Captain of the Bronze Beartics always... always coming through, but he decides to sack Skarmory, which is good because that means it gives me the SD with my Scizor. So that's banded, and that was going to do about 60%, 54, 60%. But we knock out Skarmory, which means I can SD up next time Scizor comes out. He can't risk switching out. He has to go for BP right here, and I can just SD up and win the game. So that's completely fine. I mean, Captain of the Bronze Beartics, so I don't know why I expected anything different, but I can go out to my Mega Scizor right now and SD up and win the game. 100% because Heatran is going to come out. I go for Super Power. Plus 2 Super Power easily knocks out Heatran. It also knocks out Scizor 100%. So we're going to be able to knock him out with that. And that's why I wanted to go for Scald, but I would trade... I'm okay with just knocking out his... I'm okay with just knocking out Skarmory anyway. Even crit BP won't be able to knock us out at this point. And that is going to be good game. So... Mega Scizor coming through at the end. The Captain of the Bronze Beartics putting in work. Even Big Bird putting in some work right there. So we got that. And let us go for another game. I don't know why I expected any different, man. Manaphy's always, in the games, in the test games as well, Manaphy was always hacked. It actually even got frozen on its first time out on the field. But we got another game. And this guy's team is really interesting. I guess this is Belly Drum. I'm guessing this is Belly Drum. Chestnut. Why? I like to be alone with my opponent. This is a very intimate moment for me. Intimate. Intimate. Intimidate. Why do I sound like Chimpack right now? I'm going to go for Tornadus because it has a great matchup versus Heatran, Gyarados, even Bisharp. I mean, I said Tornadus, I meant T-Tar. Heatran, Gyarados, even Bisharp because we are Strife, and even Lopunny because if he doesn't go for the superpower, if he doesn't go for the what's it called right off the bat. I see. Really? I don't. If he didn't go for fake out, going for that Pokeaim look. Indeed. If he didn't go out and lead off with Lopunny and didn't go for fake out, I basically got the kill with superpower. So we got the hard switch directly into Latios. Latios doesn't do too much this game as he goes right for Tail Glow. Chestnut could be an issue, but I don't let him Tail Glow up versus any of my members besides T-Tar, so I have to be careful. But you know, I'll drop a Draco right now, doing about 90%. Yep, 89%. That's damage right there, as he's gonna be able to knock me out with the Ice Beam. However, we can go out to Tornadus and go right for the Life Orb U-turn. Life Orb U-turn will be able to knock out Manaphy. Also gives us that momentum if he decides to switch out. And that also put him in range of like Scizor putting in some work right now. So I'll be able to go out to my Tyranitar right now. And the reason I went out to T-Tar is because if he belly drums up with Chestnut, I don't expect him to Chestnut up right now. He actually does Chestnut up right now. But alright, so I go out to my Tornadus as he goes for Bulk Up. Interesting. Thank God it's this set. Any other set would have been hard to beat. But I'll go for U-turn because I expect him to go out to Heatran. He has a perfectly healthy Heatran right there. And that can definitely be a solid switch. And Insane is going to end. So Manaphy is just a great play right now. And what I can do is just go right for the Splash Plate boosted Scald. I don't see a solid switch in. It's actually going to be his Chestnut. This has the chance to burn as well. So, I could Tail Glow up, I could go right for Psychic. I already showed my initial switch in was Tornadus. I'm actually just going to go right for Psychic. I don't expect him to go for a Seed Bomb right here, as unfortunately he misses a Leech Seed. Sorry about that, buddy. But now he's in range of Scald, which I can knock him out. I didn't expect him to Seed Bomb because I already showed my initial switch in was Tornadus, as well as the fact that I do have, or Hammer Arm or whatever, or, Chestnut. Sounded like Blender. Or not Hammer Arm, but Wood Hammer. Just because I already showed my initial switch in was Tornadus, as well as the fact that I do have a Scizor on my team. So this is going to come out. I think Tornadus is pretty expendable at this point. I don't want to go directly into my Clefable on a return / high jump kick. And yeah, we're just firing off a Hurricane. His Ice Punch is going to be able to knock me out. However, we can now go out into our Clefable, and we're not 2-hit KO'd. We're not 2-hit KO'd by return. So I actually want to throw up these bands. Did I just say that? Yo, call me Blunder. I actually want to throw out my rocks because it breaks the multi-scale on Dragonite, and what I can do is go right out into my Manaphy and actually just go right for Tail Glow. I expect him to sack Dragonite right there, and I obviously want to get that +3 Psychic off on him. Dragonite would be like the best switching at this point. I don't know if he's going to Extreme Speed to put me in range of Sucker Punch, but I'm in range of Fake Out plus Return anyway. And basically, I want to be able to do the most damage possible to his Dragonite, and also the fact that he went for Flash Cannon with Heatran right off the bat. I'm thinking it's Scarf Tran. I don't think +3 Psychic actually knocks out Dragonite, so goes right for Dragon Claw, as that does not take me out. He's gonna follow it up with an Extreme Speed this turn, but oh, I guess what? I guess not. Okay, maybe tried to Dragon Dance predicting my here's my Clefable, but I should be able to go out to Clefable. I want to save this just because if I paralyze Heatran, I can take it out as he goes for Fake Out, and I can just fire off a Thunder Wave. I really said throw up these bands, what the hell, as he goes directly into Heatran, so that's great because now Scizor 100% checks this thing, and Scizor can actually win the game at this point. So we'll go out to Manaphy because if he goes for Flash Cannon, we do tank it, and we can just fire off a Scald as he goes right for Earth Power. Good play, being able to knock me out with that. However, I can now go out into my Tyranitar and just fire off Superpower, and that actually doesn't pick up the KO. However, he doesn't KO us, and what I can do is just go right for the Superpower again, knock him out. He was in range of rocks anyway. He had no switch into it, and looking good. We're looking good. So Lopunny is going to come out. Not sure if he's going to return or not, but I'll go for Superpower again as he goes for Fake Out. Takes even more sand damage, which is nice. I want to play this endgame well, so what I will do is go out to my Clefable and click Thunder Wave 100%, and I think that I will click softballed right here. But I'm trying to figure out how I 100% win this. I guess if he's Lumberry Bisharp, it doesn't matter. But if he's I have to go for Moonblast versus Bisharp 100%. That's the play to a KO him. As long as he doesn't get, as long as I don't get the special attack drop, I can beat it. So I go for Moonblast right here as Bisharp comes out. Oh, that's even better for me because that is going to be the 2-hit KO. And I would 100% go for Moonblast again, knocking out the Bisharp as he is able to go for that Iron Head. So basically that was great for me in that turn. I didn't want to recover because I wanted to be able to have Scizor in, and I'll be able to Bug Bite right here as his knockoff is not going to be enough to take me out, and the Lopunny can come out. It is paralyzed, and I can just go right for Superpower, and that Lopunny will go down. I can't believe I said to throw up these bands. Why do I sound like Blunder? Oh my god, my kid is rubbing off on me. But I'll be able to knock him out with Superpower, and that is going to be good game. So nice, almost in the 1500s. Let's go. 16 minutes. We're doing well with this team. We got another game, and this guy is very weak to Scizor. However, I'm pretty weak to Tornadus. Conkeldurr. Excuse me. He's also pretty weak to my Tail Glow, Rain Dance, Manaphy. So I'm gonna lead off with Tornadus because I didn't mean to do that face. I'm gonna lead off with Tornadus because it just has a great matchup versus the majority of his team, bar Heatran as he leads off with Jirachi. I'm gonna U-turn because go for the U-turn because I don't want him to get any momentum if he is Scarf, and I don't want Heatran coming out anyway, as he actually does end up going or pulling that switch into Heatran. So what I can do is go right out into my Manaphy right now and fire off a Splash Plate boosted Scald. I don't want him getting up rocks. I don't want him going for Toxic. He goes for Taunt, so that's great because I can fire off another Scald right now. And I'm expecting Clefable to want to come out. Goes Conk though, so that's fine as well because I actually get a crit. Wow, and a burn. That's crazy. That is insane. I think that puts him in range of Psychic, so let's calc this. That's really unfortunate. I got a crit and a burn. Manaphy doing what it did in the final game. Manaphy, OU, Tailglow plus Rain Dance, Conkeldurr, OU Assault Vest. Yeah, Scald Cripper. I already know the damage, but let me see. How much does Psychic do? Does it kill? 30 to 39%. Wow. Literally zero. Okay, I said Torn put in work, but Torn is only necessary for this mon, especially because he's Mega Alakazam. So I'm actually just going to go out to my Torn right now. If he wants to go for knockoff, that's completely fine. Next burn damage puts him in range of Psychic anyway. So that was a good play on his part. Going for that knockoff right there. He's definitely going to go for Mach Punch, but I don't mind too much. I'll just fire off a Hurricane. I don't have a good switch in anyway, so I'd rather just fire off a Hurricane. Hurricane takes out Heatran at 23%. It should be able to. It should be able to. And plus, it puts him in range. He's already in range of Psychic next time anyway, so I didn't want to go for it. I didn't want to be a wuss. I mean, it was a good play. Definitely going for that knockoff right there. But we do miss, unfortunately, as he is going to be able to pick us off with the Drain Punch. However, I can now get the Mega Evolution with my Scizor and get that BP and get that KO. His switch-ins consist of Starmie, Jirachi. Jirachi is Scarf. They don't usually run Fire Punch. Because they have the Iron Head slot, the Healing Wish slot, the U-turn slot, and then the, I wonder if he's max speed. Do I risk it? I'm a man. We risk these. As he was max speed, but thankfully he went for rocks right there, so. Starmie is going to be able to come out, and what I can do is sack Latios and then Pursuit Trap him with my Tyranitar. That's the play to make. And if he's defensive, this will work out anyway, so. We sack Latios right here to the Life Orb Thunderbolts. Ice Beam doesn't actually take me out at 6. It's going to be close. Yeah, it was going to be close right there. I don't think that took me out, though. I mean, it did, obviously, but... I mean, it didn't buy me dinner, but it took me out right there. Yeah, Ice Beam was going to be close, and it was definitely in his favor, as you can see right there. So, I can go out into my Tyranitar, and the best play is going for the Pursuit. Because Pursuit ensures that he is in range of Bullet Punch anyway. So that was 100% the best play. I agree with my play right there. And what I can do now is actually just go out to my Clefable and go for Soft Boiled. Because I take any hit. I wanted to go out to Scizor, but that was not the play. He actually goes out to Jirachi. So we're going to go for Stealth Rock because I don't expect him. Thunder Wave is the best play right now. I expect him to U-turn. Yeah, Thunder Wave is by far the best play. We get off the yellow color on anything as he goes out to Starmie. So Sen is going to be able to knock out Starmie anyway. As I assume Jirachi is going to want to come back out. He knows I have Manaphy though, so we're going to go for Thunder Wave again as he goes for Iron Head. Let's see if we pull through. As we do not, however, Scizor comes out, and Scizor just goes right for Swords Dance. I believe wins the game. He actually goes for the Iron Head right here, so he's really trying to weaken me, but this is +2 Scizor, so I will beat him before he beats me. And he doesn't have a switch in. Like, he has to sack Alakazam. I will beat him before he beats me. I'm pretty positive. So, we're going to be able to knock that thing out with the BP as Clefable is going to come out. This might actually live because I'm not adamant. If I was adamant, I don't think he lived. But it actually doesn't live as we're able to knock it out. And I'm pretty sure that is Mega Alakazam. Think outside the box. He said GG, no flinch. You flinched my Thunder Waver. Mega Alakazam is going to come out, and that should definitely drop to this, so that's going to be a good game. And Scizor just coming through, so let us look for another game. And we got Rain. Rain is actually very scary for us to face. Yes, it is. It definitely is. I want to lead off with my Clefable because I want to get up my rocks. I expect him to lead off with Manectric, to be honest. Hey, friend. Because Manectric can get off the Mega Evolution versus Tornadus, which otherwise had a good matchup. So I'll go for my rocks right here, get those up for the Kingdra and things like that. It's going to be a tough match, especially because he crit me turn 1. As he's able to go out to Politoed. So the good thing is he's more than likely Banded Scizor, so we can deal with that. I don't know if he has Encore, but I'm going to attempt to go for Soft Mode right here as he goes for Toxic. And what I can do is just start firing off some Moonblast. If he has Encore, he goes for it. That's completely fine. We just stalled out a few turns there anyway, so I'm assuming Kingdra is going to want to come out right now. I'm going to go out to my Latios as he stays in to go for Toxic. Okay, that's cool. That works. Whatever floats your boat. I can go for HP Fire, expecting a Scizor to want to come out. Even though it's under range, it's going to do a nice amount of damage anyway, as it is about 48%. Okay, so we'll take that. We'll take that. If he's banded in BP, he'll be able to knock me out. However, I want to go for the HP Fire. I want to drop a Draco. Drop a Draco. Draco knocks him out. Yeah, why would I not go for Draco? Draco definitely knocks him out if he chooses to switch out for whatever reason. He actually gets a crit on me, unfortunately. So I'm not even going to be able to save this for later. However, because we do have the Sand from Tyranitar, it is a weather war in this game. So I can go out into Tyranitar right now, get up the Sand. My goal is to put him in range of Crunch from T-Tar or Pursuit, so I have to go out into my Manaphy right now on the Hydro Pump, which thankfully he misses, so that's great. A little bit of justice there for that crit, because I would have been able to have my Latios as a sack for Kingdra, and then I'd be able to go out into like Tornadus and knock it out instead of hard switching into my Manaphy. But goes out into Politoed, which I can just go for the Psychic versus, and then we can just start firing off some Scalds. He doesn't have a switch in. I beat this 1v1 just because of my ability, so we're gonna fire off a Scald as he actually goes on to Manectric. This should be able to knock it out. Rain boosted, Splash Plate boosted right there, completely gone. As I'm assuming, yeah, Torn is gonna come out. This is tough. I'm gonna go for Scald because we do live 1 Hurricane. We have to hope he doesn't confuse us, as he doesn't. And the Captain of the Bronze Beartic's coming through. All these threats just dropping as Kingdra is going to come out. And what I can do now is just go for Psychic, as he's going to be able to knock me out with the Hydro Pump. However, should be able to go out to my Tyranitar. And this is tough. Do I want to go for Stone Edge? I really do want to go for Stone Edge, but I feel like I'll miss. But if I go for Stone Edge, then Scizor wins the game. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it, as thankfully we do not miss as he's able to knock us out. However, the Kingdra does go down the Sand, and what I can do is go right out into my Tornadus, fire off 1 Hurricane on that Politoed, then Mega Evolve with my Scizor and win. So we're going to fire off this Hurricane. As we crit him, no, he would have been able to live. Now if he's SD, we lose. That's annoying. However, if he's, actually, no, Hurricane's going to do damage anyway, regardless of what he does, so we'll sack my Tornadus, and then I probably would have put him in range of BP anyway. We can go out to Clefable, and then just go right for the Moonblast to be able to put him in range of Scizor's attack. Flinches us, that's unfortunate, but that's the game we play, as he does not, and now he's 100% in range of Bullet Punch, and that will be, that should 100% be game. Actually, I could have switched out to Scizor right there and thrown the game away, but he said Pink Slug. But we're able to go out to Scizor, and we can just Mega Evolve, go right for GG, go right for BP, and that's going to be a good game. So Mega Scizor coming through at the end. Manaphy definitely put the team on its back this game. Let's look for another game. Getting some nice, fast-paced games. I like this. So unfortunately now is the time when we get the Mew plus Lopunny combination, and that's what completely beats us. Man, this is going to be rough. And even Mega Gyarados. Wait, regular Gyarados, excuse me. Oh, it's Lopunny. This is going to be rough. SC Scizor can put in some work if I can get the Mega before Mew destroys me. We'll lead off of Manaphy, as it leads off of Gyarados. God, let's just lead off. You know what? Hello. Hashtag Team Scald. I should definitely go out into my Clefable, not going to lie, but this is Scald, so we're going to try and fire it off. As he has Taunt anyway, so I still have to fire off some Scalds right here. It looks like he is Lumberry or not. I'm not sure, but we have to put him in range regardless as he goes for Dragon Dance. I'm not sure if he's Lumberry or not, but I'm going to switch out into my Tyranitar right now because if he is Dragon Dance Lum, he'll go for Bounce right now. As he does, nice. So that worked out for me. And we should be able to get off this crunch to pick him off after he comes back down. He should not be slower than 243 speed. So that worked out way better for me than what I thought. Let's see if he paralyzes us. He does. And we do not get fully paralyzed though. He dies to Sand this turn. Alright, so great. One giant threat gone. Unfortunately, my Tyranitar is paralyzed. So now his Talonflame is more of a threat. And even Excadrill is like a huge threat to this team. But I'll take that for killing the Gyarados. And now his Mew can't even burn us. So that works. That works. That definitely works. Taunt. Bounce. I don't know. I like Sub DD better. I guess Taunt is better for Skarmory in this case because it lets you beat Skarmory for Mew. Mew comes out. Why? I'm going to crunch you. Are you going to Aura Sphere me? What are you doing? Alright, Energy Ball. Okay, what? As we get paralyzed. I needed crunch damage on him. I bet you he's Belt too. So we'll go out to Denise. Unfortunately, I was willing to trade my Tyranitar for the Mew because Mew is a threat to the team. Mew is a huge threat to the team. And if I can get off a crunch on it, that'd be great. But now I'm pretty sure I have to play my Manaphy extremely well if I don't want to lose to Talonflame. Or I just have to click Thunder Wave, you know, because that's how we play the game. So, have to go for U-turn right here. I'm expecting him to have Ice Beam. This is a Life Orb U-turn. We have to go for that. If he goes out to Tyranitar, that's even better for me because I can get the Mega with my Scizor, which is faster than any variant of Tyranitar unless it's Choice Scarf, and I can go right for that Bug Bite and knock it out after the U-turn damage. So I'm hoping he goes out into Tyranitar right now, though I'm pretty sure he's E-Belt Mew or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty positive he is. So Manaphy still definitely puts in work, especially if I can get up a Rain Dance, and I actually do really want him to go to Tyranitar right now because I can U-turn him out of there and then get rid of his Sand, and then, you know, I still have, obviously, there's still my 4 turns of Sand, but goes out to Lopunny. Hello? That's an interesting switch, as I'll be able to go out to my Clefable right now. I take the return if he wants to fake out, that's completely fine. I'm going to go for my rocks, getting them up for that Talonflame. That Talonflame is a threat and a half. We got to get these rocks up. So, he's going to Mega Evolve and Fake Out. Good play, good play. Return actually 2 KOs me. I'm not sure if he'd go for it. Ugh, the better play is to go for... I want to go for my rocks, though. Actually... Hello? Yeah. Unfortunately, he does crit us right there, but we do get off the yellow color. So, unless he has Quick Attack, he doesn't knock us out, and hopefully he gets fully paralyzed if he does have Quick Attack. So I'm glad I went for Thunder Wave right there. Lopunny is a huge threat to this team. And just being able to get that damage off on it is great. I don't mind if he stays in. If eventually a para will come. That's just the game we play. Eventually a para will come. And I'll be good. So he goes for Power Up Punch. Oh my god, no. No. Let's see. Rocks helps versus Talonflame so much. Clefable helps because it can Thunder Wave Talonflame. But I'd rather get up Rocks versus it. Because, yeah, now I can go into my Scizor, Mega Evolve, and go right for Scizor Power. I would rather sack that, yeah. And Mega Evolving also lets me just outspeed the Tyranitar. So I'm definitely going for Scizor Power right here. 110%. I would have rather gotten up my Rocks to help with Talonflame. And I'm still trying to play my Manaphy well. So 100% if he goes Talonflame right here. I don't think he should go out into his Tyranitar. If he does go out to Tyranitar, that's great. But he goes out to Mew. I was gonna say if he went Talonflame right there, 100%, I was going for into Manaphy, but he goes for the Ice Beam. That's fine. I'm gonna go for U-turn just to get off a bit more damage on him. If he has Sucker Punch, then he got me. Is that Specs? No, it has to be Belt. But he goes out to Excadrill, surprisingly enough. So now he gives me the switch into my Manaphy. But the only drawback about this play is that if he goes out into Mew and I burn him, I get burnt. But otherwise, Scald is going to be able to pick up a KO right here. I hope if he goes out to Mew, I don't get burnt. The reason I'm saving my Latios plus my Tornadus is because he can't Earthquake spam me if I do that. Come on. Come on. Catherine the Bronze Beartix, don't do this to me. No. Oh my god, that's so bad for me right there. That's so bad. And sacking Tyranitar is definitely the play at this point. I have to keep, because I want him to go Drill after. So we're going to sack Tyranitar to the Energy Ball. Good play on his part going for Energy Ball right there. But now what we can do is go right out into our... he's going to go Excadrill, so I'm going to go out to Latios because I can knock that thing out with the HP Fire. And also if he goes Talonflame, I can knock that thing out with the Psyshock while taking a Brave Bird. And if he goes Tyranitar, I put him in range of Bullet Punch anyway. I'm not sure why he actually decided to choose the Tyranitar route, just because one, it's my sand, not his, so there's only going to be 3 more turns of it. But it is what it is. I'm not sure if he's regular Dragon Dance. I mean, as long as I hit this Draco Meteor, as long as I drop this Draco on him, we're good. So, man, I knew. I knew that was going to happen too. Goes right for Ice Beam. As what I can do is actually go for HP Fire because I want to stall out another turn. I want to stall out another turn of the Sand. Also out in putting him in range of Rocks because this should do roughly 5%. This should do 5%. I might lose to Talonflame. Oh, it depends. It depends. Depends how I play this. But I'm going right for HP Fire right now because it hits Excadrill anyway. Also, it wastes another Sandstorm turn. And after this Sandstorm turn, he only has 1 to 4 left, so he shouldn't be able to win. I'm thinking that's what's happening right now. If he actually switches into Excadrill right now, that'd be also good because it puts him in range of BP. -1 HP Fire should put him in range of BP after his own Life Orb, after Rocks, and the fact that he's at 83%. So that's why I'm going for HP Fire right now. It also puts him in range of Rocks. As you can see, he's at 12%, so he can't come back in, as he's able to knock us out with the Ice Beam right there. However... Okay, here's the play. I know I need this healthy, but I need to get up a Rain Dance as well. So hopefully he has like Thunder Wave or something like that. But I need to get rid of the burn. And this allows me to beat Excadrill. And this also means my Hurricanes are accurate. So it depends on his Talonflame. But I'm banking on him being a bulkier set just based on his team. Or even Banded Talonflame. Because Banded Talonflame kills itself. Excadrill cannot come out. I really wish I was leftovers at this point. Not anything else. And I also wish I wasn't burnt. Because then I wouldn't have... I didn't need to do this play if I wasn't burnt. But we're going to go for Scald. We'll hope he's a bulkier Talonflame. If he's not, that's fine. We lost the game. As he is a bulkier Talonflame, great. So looking at his build, I thought he would be a bulkier one. And then Manaphy's tanky as it is. But it's hard to tell when you see a Mew. It's hard to tell when you see like a weird Mew or like... If I was higher on the ladder, I would have definitely assumed bulkier Talonflame. And I'm glad I went with my gut in this one. Because in this case, it actually led me to victory. But I don't know. It would have been tough. The burn really held me back. Also, the fact that my Tyranitar was fully paralyzed on the Crunch versus Mew. I don't know if he was Cobra Berry. I don't know if he was Expert Belt. But that definitely held me back on those turns. But in any case, that is going to be the final game of Episode 2. We're actually just going to wait till this goes 30 seconds just to see where we are on the rankings. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, thank you everybody for the support on this series. I really do love seeing that support. I do appreciate that. Also, my final game for the UCL Little Cup offseason should be going up tomorrow. I think it's going to be Friday when this episode goes up, so it should be going up tomorrow. I would have already played him by the time this goes up, but I obviously don't know because I haven't played him yet. Playing him Friday morning. I hate playing in the morning, but it is what it is. But in any case, we're able to get that victory, and let's see where our ladder ranking is at. Buddy, you know what? Let's just look at the ladder. Let's see if we're on our way to top 500. Not yet, wow. So top 10 is 1938. Heat 21. The Heaterson Riots. But we are at 1560. Nice, we're climbing the ladder. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Cue the outro.